26-year-old sophomore here at DU. From 18 on to about 24, I was in the military. I was a paratrooper in the U.S. Army. Stationed in Italy, did 2 tours, 1 to Iraq in 2003, Afghanistan in 2005. 10 months into the tour in Afghanistan, I was out doing a mission with my team, and my truck got hit by an IED, or improvised explosive device. It destroyed the vehicle. The other 2 guys in the truck were fine, except for the only injuries that were sustained were by me, and both my legs were pretty mangled. I'd gotten hit in the face, knocked all my teeth out, broke my arm, had some very nasty things going on. But my team came, they were on top of it. They came to my rescue. The rest of the group that was with us did their jobs. They called in helicopters to get me out of there, and in the meantime, my team was performing first aid and trying to stop bleeding. And the helicopter finally showed up, got me out, and I survived. It was a situation where I probably shouldn't. There were a lot of moving parts in that scenario that just so happened to click that day. So any other day, I found myself, I woke up a week into the time at Walter Reed, and I had lost both my legs, and they'd cut them off, so I'm a double amputee. And my jaw was wired shut, and I was breathing through a tube, and I was eating through a tube, and both my arms were cast, and I had burns on my arm. It was a rough situation. And family was there. They were by my side. The doctors were wonderful. The therapists were great, and slowly but surely got everything put back together. And so, like I said, 2 years after my arrival, I walked out of the hospital. With a pair of pants on, you couldn't tell. I had new teeth. I had everything kind of bolted back together. It was remarkable. But I found myself. Well, I had some friends, a guy that I served with, actually 2 guys that I served with, that have graduated from here, one through the MBA program and one through the real estate finance at Daniels. And I had some interactions with the place. I read about the school. I realized that it was incredible, a great school, and what I had going for me at the time, and still obviously to this date, is I have some great benefits from the government. And so any school of my choosing, and I found DU to be the place. It's a great location, great people, wonderful business school, and very happy to be. I was invited to go to climb Kilimanjaro last summer. The people that had planned it and put it together, I wasn't involved in the planning whatsoever, yet it was centered around me. And so these people that planned it, they really didn't know what they were doing. But I went into it with good faith. We got to Africa, we started the climb. They had planned it in such a way that it just wasn't a realistic goal. I was spending 14 hours climbing a day. And so it was bad. And we got up to 15,000 feet and realized that I could make it to the top. I could have crawled to the top, but I wouldn't have made it to the bottom. And that's what I told them. We turned around, and that was it. And I flew home and came back to Colorado and sort of vowed to myself that I realized that I could do it. I knew that I could do it. I knew that it was there. It just had to do with planning more than anything else. And so I spent the next year putting it together. And it started out with just me. And then I had a friend, his name's Dan, who climbed with as well, and I talked to Dan, and he said, yeah, I want to come with, and it was just the 2 of us at one point. The third individual, Kirk, who's a 62-year-old Vietnam veteran, single-leg amputee. He also runs a big nonprofit based out of Rockville, Maryland called Disabled Sports USA. I was talking to him at an event in Breckenridge last December, and told him about what I was trying to do. Just as a matter of fact, we weren't looking for funding necessarily, and Kirk saw an opportunity for himself, a goal for himself, as well as a great opportunity for his organization to sponsor it, and that's what happened. So his organization got involved. Then they got associated, they sponsored it, Kirk came along, and then, so it was the 3 of us. And as the story goes, it was 3 amputees from 3 different generations with 1 leg between. Kirk had it, but all 3 of us stayed on top of the mountain. It wasn't without issues, that's for sure. We had lots of issues, but they're all issues that we had some sort of planning for, and it was relatively seamless in that way. Nothing unexpected. I'm Neil Duncan, and I'm a Daniels pioneer.
Good. Again.